Hi guys, welcome back for a new video. Today the topic is about climate. In your opinion, how much food and climate are linked? We'll answer that question in this video. For the new ones on this YouTube channel, hi, I'm Rovatiana.
Hi, I'm Karyn. Okay guys, this is a serious topic. Everybody knows that global warming is due to massive emission of millions of carbon dioxide and greenhouse gas into the atmosphere. Today, most of the population thinks that it is the production of energy, electricity and heating and fuel for transportation, mainly cars, but also partly aviation or maritime transport, that cause global warming. Then comes the management of territories, in particular deforestation and agriculture. And if you search of different causes on the internet, you will mainly find these ones.
However, these are not the principal causes of deforestation and global warming. Did you know livestock breeding is? According to Wikipedia, intensive animal farming is a type of intensive agriculture to maximize production while minimizing costs. To achieve this, agribusinesses keep livestock such as cattle, poultry, and fish at high stocking densities at large scale and using modern machinery, biotechnology, and global trade. In this industry, it can be seen that the largest production of meat is cattle, followed by pigs, sheep, and goats, then milk and eggs for human consumption. There are issues regarding whether intensive animal farming is sustainable or ethical.
Yes, and it's like they're really playing dumb about it. No one talks about intensive livestock farming as the first cause of climate change. According to an article from November 2006 by the United Nations News Center, livestock farming produces more greenhouse gases than the emission of the entire transportation industry. The unbelievable fact is that the cattle industry emits a lot of gases, more than all the cars, planes, boats, trucks combined. This is due to the amount of methane released during the digestion of animals. Indeed, methane emissions are 86 times more destructive than carbon dioxide from vehicles. That's crazy. We have always been told that our cars and machines were the principal cause of global warming.
Well, livestock consumes a lot of resources and is the primary cause of ecological degradation of the planet, which contributes to global warming. In fact, in the USA, intensive farming requires about 130,000 millions of liters of water. For example, let's say you want to eat at McDonald's, okay? One hamburger of 110 grams is equivalent to 2,500 liters of water during the production process.
Whoa, that's a lot. Concerning fishes, according to the UN, 3/4 of the ocean are overexploited at the maximum. Actually, ocean or seas are in state of siege. Every year, there are billions of marine animals that are killed. In 2013, there were nearly 28 billion fish caught by net and human traps. They don't even have time to reproduce, thus the number of marine species is deteriorating very rapidly. The problem is that we want to meet the demand of fishery and over 90 million of fishes are caught by nets these days. Unfortunately, other non-targeted species are trapped too, such as dolphins, turtles, sharks, and whales. Thereby, over-exploitation of fishes lead to the danger of marine ecosystems.
So, what exactly are the consequences of intensive farming? First of all, did you know that livestock farming involves cutting 91% of the Amazonian forest? Obviously meaning destroying it, thus our planet, because the Amazonian forest literally represents the world's lungs. Its role is to inhale carbon dioxide and exhale oxygen, but the fact that we're cutting more and more of it leads to less oxygen for us. Livestock is also a consumer of raw resources and the first cause of degradation of the planet. Less trees means less CO2 absorbed and therefore more greenhouse effect. Therefore, it makes it one of the biggest factors of global warming. Half a hectare of rainforest is cleared every second, all of that just to breed livestock and to grow their food. That depicts a football field cleared every second. Can you imagine that? That means almost 100% of plants, animals, and insects are disappearing every day to the deforestation, leading to degradation of biodiversities.
It is important to note that the term biodiversity refers to all the variety of living beings on the planet, from individual organisms to the complex ecosystem they form, such as forests, aquatic ecosystem, and others. This is a very important aspect because it provides us with a large amount of service and goods, and we necessarily depend on it in one way or another. Nowadays, many problems are plaguing natural environment and the disappearance of terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems and all the biodiversity they host. It is estimated that of the 47,000 species registered, about 36% are at risk of extinction, and this loss is caused by several factors, among which are the overexploitation of the environment, the loss of species habitat, environmental pollution, the introduction of invasive alien species, and the adverse effect of climate change. Habitats are destroyed when ecosystems are modified to meet human needs through activities such as hunting, illegal trade in animal species, fishing, deforestation or drainage of wetlands, and the transformation of jungle and forest into agricultural fields.
Another consequence of livestock breeding is depletion of water resources. Water covers about 73% of the Earth's surface. However, man, in his various activities, transforms and disturbs the water regime. Every day, the world's population is increasing as its need for water. Yet, groundwater takes an average of 50 years to renew itself, which represents a serious threat to the sustainability of our ecosystem. According to Livestock's Long Shadow Report, livestock is a sector that uses a significant share of the world's water resources. That means about 8% of the water used by humans. For example, to produce 1 kilogram of meat, it takes about 15,000 liters of water. For 1 liter of milk, it takes 1,000 liters of water. And for 1 kilogram of cheese, it takes around 9,000 liters of water. Most of this water is used for crop irrigation and for animal feed, which accounts for about 7%. The remaining water used for production, watering, etc. is a small part, but can become important in arid areas. Agriculture is a source of various types of pollution, especially in the case of water pollution. We are talking about sediments, fertilizers, pesticides, biocides, but also salts and heavy metals. Livestock farming generates animal waste rich in nitrogen and phosphorus.
One of the solutions to this crisis is organic farming, but is it a reality? Organic breeding consists in raising animals without using chemicals and GMOs. In this way, the food of the animal is organic, whether it is pasture, grass, or plants. In the organic farm, the food must not undergo any chemical treatment or synthesis. It is necessary to respect the natural cycle to obtain a meat of quality and which is not stuffed with pesticide or fungicide. Moreover, thanks to this technique, the nutritional and gustatory loss are minimal. However, organic farming requires more time, which in the long term requires a greater use of available resources. More water, more grass, and especially more pasture are needed, especially if this method were to be the only one used to meet consumer demand. The available land surface is clearly insufficient.
Another second solution would be private breeding, which consists in raising animals at home. These animals, often chickens or ducks, are intended for the household's own consumption. As in the case of growing your own garden, you raise animals, you feed them, and then slaughter them yourself after a few years. In addition to requiring a minimum of space and financial resources, it is often difficult to kill animals with which one has established a relationship. In addition, it is a method that in the long run would require much more water and seed resources. Another solution would be to become vegan, meaning that you won't touch any meat and any dairy products. Are you too afraid of the new way of life? Apparently, we can still be healthy and be a vegan because all the proteins we're searching for in meats can be found in various grains. For instance, this physician has been a vegan for over 32 years already. He stated that he runs several miles a day and does 70 to 80 kilometers of road. In addition, he stated that he's already seen several women pregnant while being vegan and not having issues, but thriving and giving birth to healthy newborns.
The question now is, will we really accept this new way of life? Will we give up meat and instead only rely on nutrients of plants? In conclusion, livestock farming is the biggest cause of global warming climate change. It impacts rainforests and the Amazonian forest, which are the world's lungs. Every second, half the air is cleared, the forest breathing less carbon dioxide, which leads to greenhouse effects, leading to global warming. Climate change will impact on the marine ecosystem, species of plants, insects, and animals on the ground too.
But there's a but. We can use solutions such as organic breeding, private breeding, or becoming vegan. Though, will the world accept these new ways of life, or will it stay the same? What would you do now that you know the very first cause of global warming?
Well, thanks folks for watching this video. Comment down below what you think of all of this. We would like to know.
Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. See you next week. Bye!